The fool says in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt, they are abominable.
Yeah, so I've been listening to the conversation here with Yassine. Can we continue from that, or
Yeah,
you want to
sure.
start a new conversation?
Now, before you continue, the point that we were making uh, in Surah Maryam, ayah 19, is not that the text says that Allah is his father, or like we were just showing an argument from consistency. No Christian believes that God literally had sex,
Yeah, I know, I know.
yeah. So that was the argument. We're not saying that the Quran says that, but if we were being consistent, then he'd have to hold a similar view.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
know,
we
I
were
know.
saying.
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
sir,
At this point, gotta correct about the Yassine. His argument was not good, if I can say
okay.
it like that.
So yeah, so what's your argument concerning Jesus being a Muslim then?
Well, as you know what we mean by that when we say that Jesus is a Muslim. He basically just mean by that he follows the will of God, the will of Father, right? So
Yeah.
you can say you could say you're a linguistic Muslim. That's not the case. You can say that if you want, right? But what we mean by that is that he followed the Torah, the law of Moses, and obeyed the one true God. That's what we mean when we say he's a Muslim,
Okay.
right? Which every Jew, for example, we also come with every Jew who lived in the time of Moses was a Muslim, because the term Judaism, for example, was not even there.
Hmm.
So also the argument that the Quran makes that Abraham was neither a Christian nor a Jew, so he must have been something, right? If he wasn't a Christian and a Jew. So that's where the argument really base comes from, but mainly it's
So
just rage bait, actually, when you say Jesus is Muslim.
well, I mean, so you wouldn't affirm that Jesus is a Muslim in the sense of what a Muslim is today, but and I'm trying to steelman your argument. You're saying that Jesus was a Muslim because he
Yeah,
submitted himself to the one God, basically, Qul huwallahu
yeah,
ahad, right?
yeah. Well, Qul
Okay,
Huwallahu Ahad, yeah, that would be the same thing.
okay.
Yeah, the Shema, for
So here's
example,
a
the Shema of
yeah,
Israel
yeah. Of
is
course,
yeah,
Deuteronomy 6:4. So
yes,
here's a question I have for you because if we want to know what Jesus taught, I mean, and you're telling me basically that Jesus taught the Islamic theology, the Islamic idea of worshiping one God, not this, Thaluth Muqaddas thing, not this Trinity thing, and not that he was a son and all this. So here's a question I have. If that's the case, then Muhammad, being the Khatim in the Nabiyin, being the seal of the prophets, he would have to have taught the same thing that Jesus taught, right?
yeah,
Okay. So if Jesus taught something different than Muhammad, then theoretically or just specifically, Muhammad cannot be the seal of the prophets because he can't contradict what even the prophet before him taught. So here's a question I have for you. Where can we get the authentic teachings of Jesus outside of the Quran? Like if I wanted to actually know what Jesus taught to see if it lined up with Muhammad, where would I go?
yeah. That's a very good question, actually. I personally, I don't take the Synoptic Gospels as a good source
Mhm.
to see what Jesus taught, right? I give it the Q source. Have you heard about the Q source?
Yes, I'm familiar with the Q source.
Yes, the Q source basically has early quotes of Jesus from the church fathers, and the church fathers don't really quote these verses; they just quote them without reference, and we take them as a Q source where we can establish that they might be the teaching of Jesus. I believe that the teaching of Jesus were lost, right? The current one,
Okay.
but we can revive them using the Q source.
Hmm.
But if I'm going to say, okay, you know what, let's look at the book of John, for example. The book of John teaches something different than what we believe. I give you that, right? The book of John tries to push the divinity of Jesus, makes him more glorified before the earth was created and everything.
Well, let me just stop you there. The
Yeah.
Synoptic Gospels do the same thing.
Yeah, I believe Mark, Matthew, and Luke don't push the narrative that Jesus was divine. For example, like the terms before
They don't?
Abraham was I am. Yeah, for example, now let me give you an example. For example, like the verse like before Abraham was I am, or me and the Father are one. You don't find these same languages in the book of Matthew, Luke, or Mark, right? You don't find that. Matthew is more
Well,
focused on the history and
well,
genealogy. Yeah, sorry.
well, yeah. Let's do this. In Mark 13 and Mark 14, I'm driving right now, so I can't pull up the actual verses.
It's
But
okay. It's
but
okay. It's
maybe
okay, man.
yeah, but maybe James could if you actually need it. But in Mark 13 and 14, Jesus claims to be the one that is talked about in Daniel 7.
Yeah,
verses 13, 14, and 15. The Son of Man that comes riding on the clouds.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah. No worries. I also believe that. I mean, we also believe.
Right.
I do believe that Daniel
What?
7 also talks about Jesus. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. Good. The one that comes riding on the clouds, according to the Old Testament, according to
Mm.
the Tanakh, is God. It says it in the
No,
Psalms. It says it in Deuteronomy. Even in the
no.
Quran, it said no.
No, let me prove to you. Let me prove to you why. Because in order to take the Old Testament, right, you will have to literally also take the entirety of Judaic teachings to understand how they took the verse of Daniel.
At
There's
what
a
point?
reason.
Hold on. At what
Yeah,
point, though?
that before Christ.
Okay. So let's stop here. Hold on. So when Jesus in Mark 14 claims to be that one,
Yeah,
what do they say?
they rejected him. Yeah, for some reason.
What does it say though specifically in Mark 14?
I don't have the verse in my head. Sorry, brother. Just I can't. I don't have the verse in my head.
James, are you there?
But just let me finish my point real quick,
Hold
brother.
on.
I mean,
Wait. Let's just stay here for a second. James, are
yeah,
you there? Man, he's probably busy, but
it's okay.
I'll just tell you what it says in Mark 14. Hold on, let's just stay here for a second. In Mark 14, when Jesus claims to be this one that comes riding on the clouds, claims to be the Son of Man, in Daniel
Mm,
7, the high priest tears his clothes and says that he's speaking blasphemy. What
yeah.
blasphemy would he have been speaking?
Because he's taking the prophecy of God, basically the prophecy of God in Isaiah and in Daniel chapter 7, and he claims to
Okay,
himself. And
in
wait,
Daniel's,
can I just really just real quick
go ahead.
just finish my point? If you look at the Mishnah and the Halakha, right, which are Jewish traditions, just for your quick information, I am actually a Jew converted to Islam, so I pretty much know Judaic tradition way better than any of you guys here. And according to the halakha, right, Daniel chapter 7 is not a divine being who will come. Rather, it's the Mashiach ben Yosef, right? There's two types of Mashiachs, two types of Messiahs. And the
When does
Mashiach
the
ben,
Mishnah come?
the Mishnah is literally the oral tradition of the Torah. It's
When does it come
before
though?
before Christ.
When was I know, but when was it written is what I'm asking.
No, when was it written?
Yeah.
Don't you believe in oral tradition?
Yeah, but I'm an Orthodox Christian. So my oral tradition is not your oral tradition. So that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
When
but
it
you're
was written
appealing.
down,
But
I'm
wait,
I'm
you're appealing to the Old
I'm
Testament, to the
appealing
Tanakh.
I'm appealing to text. That's what I'm
Yes,
asking.
exactly.
So the text that you're appealing to, when was that written?
I mean, again, the oral tradition is the strongest what we have, but we can't say
I
that it is dated in
I
the second
I
century.
know. Okay, thank you. So basically it's an interpretation of rabbinic Judaism.
No, it's not an interpretation of in Judaism. It is literally according to the oral tradition. Because I don't know if you're familiar with the oral tradition of the Jewish
I know
rabbis.
about the I know about the oral
Okay,
tradition, my friend.
how do you think they kept the Talmud and the Midrash and the Mishnah still alive today?
And I'm aware. But what I'm
How?
saying is if it I mean, orally. I mean, you said it's
How?
oral.
Okay,
What do you mean, how?
so we should believe in it, right? That
Well,
it existed before.
of course not. And the reason why is because
No,
the
no, I mean
text
believe in
itself,
it as in it existed before Christ. That's what I mean. Not believe in it as in like faithfully believe in it.
of course, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
When it was written down, it also the interpretations of those oral traditions were written down too. So here's what I'm asking you. According to Daniel 7, the word that's
Mm.
used there, and you can go to the Septuagint as well, which came before Christ. What word
I'm
is
not going to text the
used
Septuagint.
for
Yeah.
the service? Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
But according to the
Are you there?
Aramaic in Daniel 7, what word is used for service there? Yes, can you hear me?
Guy.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
you're lagging a little bit. Now you're lagging a little bit, brother. I can't really hear you good.
Sorry.
Am I the only one
Sorry, can you hear
who's
me?
lagging for? Yeah, now I can. Now I can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
sorry
yeah,
about
I
that.
can.
Yes. According to the text in Daniel 7, what is the word
hmm
used there for the service of the Messiah?
What is the word used for the service of the Messiah? What
Yeah,
word? Tell me what word?
in the Aramaic, palach.
In the Aramaic, but the text is in Hebrew. Why would you go to the Aramaic?
Okay, okay, but in the Aramaic, it's the same word. They just transliterate it.
It's not. It's not the same word. No.
Can you go to it for me and tell me? I
Um,
guarantee you that's the word.
I really can't open. Do you guys? I really can open my screen right now, but I have issues with TikTok. I don't know why. I can just open Daniel 7 right
It's
now because I have a
okay.
Hebrew Bible right now. All right, no worries. But
Yes.
Well, let me just tell you.
That word, hold
Mm,
on. The argument that I'm making here, that word is used in service and in reverence only to a God.
that's
There's
false.
no
That's
other
begging the
word
question.
that okay, so here's the thing. This is the reason
Mm.
I'm bringing this up.
Can I can
Because
I
in
can I can
the
I can I
Hebrew,
argue? Yeah,
my friend,
go ahead.
just let me finish the argument.
I don't finish anything. That's why
In
I
that
want to speak as
text,
well.
because you keep interrupting me. Just let me finish this, and then I want you to answer it. In that text, it's saying that palach is only used a couple of times in the whole Bible, in the whole Tanakh. In that in that text, that word is only used in reference to a deity, and we know this to be the case because even in Daniel 3, with Nebuchadnezzar and with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that word is used, and they're saying that they would not bow down and serve our God, so they threw them in the fire. So here's the question: if that word is only used in reference for a deity, and it says that all the nations will serve that Messiah,
Mm.
then what is it saying about the Messiah?
Okay, let me explain to you right now. So, in order to understand Daniel chapter 7, or in the book of Daniel as a whole, Daniel does make many prophecies of the kingdoms and of the Messiah, which I give you as well, right? But in order to understand it, we have to look at how the Jews in his time, right, understood this verse because they know it better than us at this point, right? And now, here's my question to you. Show me one tradition, one rabbinical tradition in all of the Jewish texts, which is the Gamorah, Halakha, Midrash, Mishnah. Show me one of them that say that this verse means a coming of a divine Mashiach or God. You
That's
won't
the
find
thing in
anything.
que- that's the thing in question. That's why I asked you when the midrash was written down. Let's just grant that it's the oral traditions. Okay, it would have been the oral traditions written down along with the interpretations, but the interpretations that are written down are second century from rabbinic Judaism.
No.
That's the source in that's the source in
Wait.
question. So here's the thing I'm asking you. Hold on. So here's the thing I'm asking you. If that is the case, that there's no source that talks about this, fine. Then you have to exegete the text for me.
Yeah, I
Why
can
is
safely.
service being look, here's the question. Why is service that is only service rendered to God being used for the Messiah if he's not God?
Again, that's not really what the Hebrew text says, right? The Hebrew text for the
Okay, well
service.
then show me.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. The Hebrew text for it says is also shiana, and shiana is not just service; it's just following. For example, in Daniel 7, the word shiana means following that certain individual, which you find in Daniel chapter 7, verse 3. Right. So this is not something about service or worship. There's not a single thing even before.
That's
Oh,
not
wait
the
a
word I'm
second.
talking about.
I
Pelach
know, but you
In
have to
Daniel
look.
7 in Dan, hold
But
on. In Daniel
can I? But I didn't finish my
7:14
point. I mean, I let you finish.
because
I
you're
let
not
you.
answering
But
my
I mean,
question.
don't you think it's a little bit unfair what you do right now?
I think it's a little unfair that I'm asking you for exegesis of the text and
I
you
am
still
just. I'm
haven't given it
giving
to
you.
me.
I'm giving you an exercise right now by explaining to you what the Hebrew means. I speak
And Dan,
Hebrew. Do you?
hold on. Okay, good. In Daniel 7:14, since you speak Hebrew, what is pelach used for? Who is that always in reference to according to the Tanakh?
Palach was also used to David as well.
It really, okay, show me.
I'll show you. No worries. I got to leave to the library for a second. No worries. I can show you for later. Want me to show you right now?
Yes, of
Right now.
course.
No worries. I gotta look for the verse real quick. Are you gonna wait?
Sure, my friend. I've got about 8 more minutes or 7 more minutes
Exactly.
before
So
I get to
okay.
work.
How
No,
about
no,
this?
no, my friend, hold on, wait. 8 minutes is more than enough time for you to get the verse where Pelach
Yeah.
is offered to David.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. You didn't prove to me any source of anything, right? That you just said
Okay, hold on a
because you're
second.
driving.
Let me see if I can get the thing on Bible Hub. Just give me 1 second.
You're driving, bro. Keep your hands on the steer. Are you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, how do guys, show me how to do this. How do I switch the thing to where I can put backgrounds? Hold on, guys. Sorry, give me a second. Shoot. Okay. If you look at the top, it says that this word, you can't see it. Hold on a second. Let me move it down.
It's fine. Wait, I just got something on my right as well. In First Chronicles 23 as well, the Levites they were palach as well. The same word used in Daniel chapter 7.
Hold on, let me pull this up.
Just that you guys need a Hebrew class. If you know Hebrew, you would all leave Christianity for sure, for sure. That's the thing.
No problem, brother. No problem.
I can't see it.
Let me
Yeah, I
pull
know
this
what
up.
palach means. Palach means service or worship. I know that. In First Chronicles, for example,
Okay,
was
thank
also
you. Okay,
used for the
okay,
Levites.
okay, okay. So the Levites are offered palach.
Yes, in First Chronicles 23.
Okay, read it for me.
I gotta leave the TikTok panel. Can I give you the verse and you open up?
It's no. It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead. Leave for 2 seconds and read it to me that the Levites themselves were offered service or worship.
I can't leave and read. You're not gonna hear me.
Didn't I just do that?
I can't just leave and read. You won't hear. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Thank you.
Did you hear anything?
No, I didn't.
Exactly, because I can't read it when I'm left. So I'm gonna give you the
Brother,
verse and you open up.
brother, the Levites offer palach.
They were offered pelach, not
They
offer
were
pelach.
offered worship,
Yes, no,
service.
service.
Okay, so every time this, okay, matter of fact, just read it for me, please.
I can't read it for you, my brother.
What's the verse?
I'm literally on
What's the
TikTok, man.
verse?
Okay, wait 1 second.
This is insane, bro.
First Chronicles 23, verse 13.
First Chronicles 23.
13, yeah. 23, verse 13. You want me to read something out of the TikTok app? That's impossible, man. So when the Levites got palached, they had the palach, right? You can interpret as service, but Daniel 7 will interpret as worship. That's just begging the question, really, using your own interpretation. That's why you have to look and go to the Judaic tradition, which they have for 4,000 years, and see how they took that verse. And I can safely say, nothing in the halakha says that Daniel 7 says that it will be a divine Mashiach. Nothing.
Let's do this.
It's a new concept, actually.
This is the verse. The sons of Imran, Aaron and Moses and Aaron were separated that he should sanctify the most holy things, he and his sons, forever to burn incense before who?
Yeah, exactly.
Before who?
Wait, what? What are you reading, man?
This is
Open
the
this.
verse.
Yeah,
First Chronicles. Hold
open.
on. First Chron. This is the verse you told me to go to. Can you read the text?
Damn, bro, open the Hebrew Bible. You will see something different. You open the
Can
Hebrew
you
Bible.
read the text, my friend?
Yeah, open the Hebrew Bible, man. What the
Can
hell
you
is this?
read the verse, bro? Like this is the
Open.
craziness. You took me to
Yes,
a
open the
verse that
Hebrew
makes
Bible.
you.
Open the Hebrew
Can
Bible.
you read the text,
Open the Hebrew Bible. This is a Christian Bible. Open the Hebrew Bible.
guys? The first left-hand turn. Can you read the
Open the Hebrew
text?
Bible. It's not what I
Read the
want to read.
verse. Read the verse.
I don't want to read this
The second
lies here.
left-hand turn, guys.
Again,
Read
don't
the
give me a
verse.
left-hand turn, man. You're driving. I'm not the one driving right now. You're
This
the
is from
driving.
the This is the Masoretic text. Jews. So answer the question. Read the verse. Guys, he ran. He left. I'll read the verse. Insanity. He took me to a verse that bakes him. The sons of Amram, Aaron, Moses, and Aaron were separated, that he should sanctify the most holy things, he and his sons, forever to burn incense before the Lord, to minister unto him, and to bless his name forever. Yah Yeshua. These guys, even the Jews act like Muslims, running from the text, lying, coming up with all kinds of craziness. Yeah, bro. Thanks for the clip.
The fool says in his heart there is no God. They are corrupt.